are coming to you from the city of Richmond, Virginia tonight for college basketball as the St. Louis Billikens take on the VCU Rams in the Atlantic 10 Friday night showcase. Can they get over the hump here tonight? And what about VCU, right? They've won their 2 Atlantic 10 games on the road, and they've lost the other 2 here at home. So a lot at stake for both teams tonight.
And the Siegel Center usually a fortress, so the crowd has shown up here on a Friday night, and they need to perform for them. At first pass, tough for Jimerson to handle. It's good to keep it in play.
Got an all-star A-plus officiating crew here tonight. Roger Ayers, Ron Groover, and Clarence Armstrong on the call for this one. Here's a 3 on the way.
At the 2, we got Gibson Jimerson. At the 3, we got my boy Larry Hughes Jr. Smooth. At the 4, we got Rockstar me, of course. And at the 5, we got Big Baby Brad. Let's go, y'all. Roll Bills, baby.
Foul's going to be called on Medley for St. Louis. Yeah, both teams have been dealing with injury.
Guys, Larry Hughes has missed time, and Sincere Parker up the back.
Jason Nelson is at the free throw line, and he's in the
still coming into their own and getting Zeb back and getting everybody on the same page as we get into February will be huge for this Rams team.
Shot clock again. It's down to 4 here for the Billikens to shoot. Medley pulls up, and it's tapped out, and it's picked up by Hargrove. And count it, and the Billikens are on the board.
We all left with Coach Rhodes. He went to Penn State. A number of them went to Penn State and moved on to different programs, but to have Zeb back and changing his role, good run by Hargrave, good drop off for the M's. The energy is infectious.
He's a St. Louis guy through and through. Went to East St. Louis High School. It's his 5th year now here for the Billikens, and he has really done a nice job on and off the court as they have a 5-1 lead here early. As we're just over 3 minutes gone by in the first half on this Friday night from Richmond. Off the screen, Nelson. Through a ton of traffic, it's going to draw another foul here on St. Louis. It's on Ezeworo.
Nice job by Nelson, who's a guy that he's transferred from Richmond, just down the street. Local product, that's it, crossing enemy lines, but most of his shots are from 3. 51 of his 82 coming into the game. So they closed out hard on him, and he drove hard down the lane, gets himself to the line where he's already been earlier this game. So being aggressive and not settling early on for Nelson.
And he shot pretty well from 3-point range, 41% of the season. Yeah.
And he'd hoped they were going to be a pressing team, similar to the Hargrave. What a start, by the way. And that you can't lose sight of him on the baseline there. Inbound.
4 from the field and 1 for 1 at the free throw line.
But just to finish that with Ryan Odom, he wanted to play faster. Good kick to Nelson. Good shot. And wants to press and wanted to kind of meld his great offensive history. VCU here is at a high level. Obviously, Shaka going to the Final Four in 2011 took it to a different place, but it has been maintained for 2 decades of success.
Nelson, who has all of VCU's points, and Hargrove, who has all of St. Louis's points, and now also a double whammy there. Now VCU still has it. And we're tied at 8.
This is not exactly what Toby Lawal is known for, but going right at Zhang. How about that? Like, their 5 men really are playing the dunker spot, playing lobs on pick and roll situations and offensive rebound, but he went right at the young fella and finished through him.
Toby Lawal, number 10 in white for the Rams, made an incredible jump. At freshman year last year, there's so many other guys who didn't get much time, and now he's really taking over. Look at this.
9.5 inches. You saw it. He's an elevator. He's an absolute pogo stick. Easy block.
Let's get some crazy ups.
Well, 40 now he made so wanted to get back locally, but he has been all over the map in college basketball. When he's coming in, he is looking to get up shots.
Right on cue, Dallin.
Good job getting his feet set too.
This is on the jumper for St. Louis. Bairstow through a double team, lays it in.
Into a half-court game, it's a very different change. He's never had to change and have no identity like this in the middle of the season.
Right, in the middle of the year. Now, if you go back a couple years, here is Meadows drives, and he gets the basket, and he's fouled.
This season.
Travis Ford actually coached Michael at St. Louis.
And was a great player at Kentucky, too. Which is one of the best teams in the country. Nice hands by
Fames. Offensive board, Ezeworo got it back out to Fames. That's a 3.
Not how you draw it up, but they'll take it. Miss the layup, pop out. It's like a pickup game. Gets right back out there ready to shoot the 3.
That's two big possessions right there where they got the three on the old-fashioned way and then a three-pointer. They're up by one now, 16-15.
This is the way VCU.
Because if it goes the other way,
That's where his game has changed. He would have taken that contested three. That's a good shot, good drive. He didn't get it to go.
and the shot is blocked. Bamasiel in the corner there on Meadows, and now it's a three ball, and it's good by Billups.
And Jimerson
Phillips, another three-point try. Tap back out. Oh, and a steal. Jimerson. Yes.
And shoot around today. The entry pass comes in, he can turn and finish and seal his man.
Could have tied the game. Instead, VCU's got it. Shulga gets bumped and fouled by Medley. Yeah, he got hit in the face. So
in terms of the defensive side of the ball, that's not going to be an easy environment. It's going to be round
2 of 9 straight in the Atlantic 10 Friday Night Showcase. And
late game, bad turnovers. Ezeworo was trying to deal with Duron Holmes, and Holmes took over that game, but they also gave him easy opportunities in the block. He had a steal for a dunk. Like closing out games, key moments of games is still what this Billikens team is.
Remember, Barstow, it's his 7th game of the season, and Bamasiel, it's his 8th game of the season here tonight for the Rams. Michael Bell. Shut off, yeah. But he still scores it.
But that was a mismatch. They're switching one.
Points here for VCU. As a whirl. Dalger feeding the cutter. It's Parker, and he turns and scores it.
That was a good, aggressive move. He did not. Ron Groover. His biceps are like 29 inches.
I know. You think he's ready for games night in and night out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Bamasiel. Runner's good.
Then the Bills do, but other guys are stepping up right now. You know, the Billikens had a great game plan midweek where they had Duron Holmes to 4 points.
Right.
He ended up with 29 and dominated the whole second half of the game. So, like, things don't always remain the same, but this is a good start for both defenses on the other star.
VCU, or excuse me, St. Louis, you're like, where's the scoring going to come from? Like, you know Jimerson, so they're making a concerted effort to just shut him down. Hey, if somebody else going to beat us, fine.
And those other guys have stepped up. That was a great drive by Medley and a good patient move. Bamasiel.
Oh, he got hit. It's going to be a 3-point
land and move on. You keep one foul and you keep yourself in the game.
How about our great conversation with people? He's got a mental health app that he's going to be setting up.
It's going to launch in a couple months.
Yeah. He's within himself, and has had joy playing the game of basketball. It's been a blessing for him just to be able to play.
I like this, using Jimerson as a screener in the wall. Good closeout late. The wall kind of lost him for a second. So don't need to force it. He's got to continue to play.
The steal, Bamasiel. Medley on the kick. Parker for 3. They need it. Not there.
It's a critical last few minutes. This could really blow up.
Wow. Bamasiel takes soccer until the last 5 or 6 years. It was all about basketball, right? He is unbelievable. He's going to have a highlight reel for him on just the blocks tonight. He almost had another one, instead count the basket.
Great control by Parker. Good recovery by Parker there. Bamasiel was unguarded there for a second. That was a 5-on-4 for a while. The Billikens, good job transition, communicating, and maintaining possession. Also, Bell did travel, so they got away with that.
Thought VCU might have tried to go a little quicker here, maybe a 2-for-1. Instead, it's Shulga who puts it up. 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Meadows. 5 to shoot. Hargrove takes it in. Rejected Lawal yet again. He says no, no, no. And that's how the first half ends up.
Lay it in. Parker got into the game and helped to turn things around. He's got to look to be aggressive, but Jimerson can't force it. He's got to look to pick his spots. I like this out of the timeout, out of the halftime. They go 2-3 zone. They're going to mix in some zones, the Bills are, and trying to make the Rams work out of it. Know where 11 Shulga is within the context of this zone for sure.
Yeah, Coach Ford talked about it, but that's not what he was looking for. An easy dunk.
That is great execution and understanding of how to break down the zone right out of the halftime.
VCU was on a 10-2 run dating back to the end of the first half. and extending their largest lead. Now inside, get it there for Ezawara.
How they started the yard. He's only 2 for 12 on the season as he's taken 2 today.
Hughes in a step back 3. Oh, that's big. They needed that. They were using him with his body, and that was the call from Ron Groover, a good one. And here's the step back jumper, no good on the way by Hughes. Nelson running quickly for VCU. Bairstow. Nice. Look at that.
A bad shot is your first pass in your opponent's TV. But bear in mind, LSU are the reigning champs, and they've had some wobbles. They both have games this weekend. LSU taking on Arkansas, South Carolina taking on A&M Sunday before we get to that big game, which should be a lot of fun. And one.
Shulga, 2 free. It's been a pretty steady force for this game back. And then you get into conference play and things get ramped up.
Very hard time to be, getting people back. It's great problem to have, relatively speaking, but it's challenging.
VCU is the preseason #2 in the Atlantic 10. There's Parker, up fake, and he's going to the free throw line.
Good use of ball fake.
So it's Parker who missed 11 games.
Oh, yeah. How old are you trying to make us?
Yeah, you're right. Shulga.
Mismatch. Nice.
Got it. Foul called. Chance for the three-point play. VCU is up 11.
Give a ticky-tack foul. He gets an and one. Now you're on the bench again. That's 2 ticky-tack.
He's up off the bench. He's going to check in at the next whistle as well. Gallagher gets it over to Parker. Familiar situation again for St. Louis with the shot clock winding down. Parker, he's fouled on his way in. Parker. Our feature help.
Yeah, you got to play South Carolina next. I'm sure they're looking at
pretty good reference there.
Well, how could I not know? They've run that show back. It was part of my childhood, and guess what? It's back.
It's awesome.
It's not on ABC, so I can say whatever I want.
There you go.
There we go.
Parker on the take finally gets it for.
Listen, you can help off the guys in this lineup.
It's an 8-point game here. Bell. Bamasil trying to get it back into double digits. He does. It's a 3-ball.
Don't help off them. Like, you can't. Again, he's the guy.
Respond on the other end of the wall. Got the rebound.
It's a settle from Hargrove. He's had 8 points in the first 4 minutes of play. He hasn't scored since the first half of the 16-19 mark of the first half. But that's a settle early in the possession for a 3.
Bell, and he is fouled.
The teams in this league, and that's why you see so many teams in the top 100, but really there.
Had some really good wins. Dayton has the 3rd longest winning streak in the nation right now at 11 games. Shulga, easy one.
Out of timeout. That was just
the night here for VCU at 13 points.
Parker was in the middle lane with nobody guarding him. They got a little crossed up.
Dalger, and he's going to the free throw line. VCU 16 foul. And Tim Dell
right now is that you got a guy that's you need to score,
but not what they were hoping to see from the leading scorer for St. Louis up to this point anyway. We're halfway through the second half. Bairstow fighting through all comers, and he's going to go to the free throw line. You're going to be in studio, right?
I'm not tomorrow.
Oh, you're not tomorrow?
That? You even a schedule change? Teams in the best conference in college basketball. It's the Big 12. It is loaded.
Jeez, I mean, UCF, right? You just talked about they were getting that when they beat Kansas, at home. I mean, welcome into the Big 10 or Big 12. So much different these days.
Folks, if you haven't seen BYU, they can flat out shoot it and got guys. I mean, they almost knocked out that Duke team in 2019 NCAA tournament.
No.
That's kind of what they're relying on their offense here right now is Parker, can you go make a play? And that's problematic because you got a good defensive team in VCU, and Bamasil wants the triple, gets the triple, hits the triple.
A couple of times back in the day for treatments there in an outpatient center for 8 to 12 weeks at a time, and he still has to work through it. But Ryan Odom today, when you and I talked to him, Dallin, was very encouraged and said, hey, he's doing a great job, and it means a lot.
Terrence Hargrove spoke about really credit to these young people that are continuing to get outside their comfort zone, to speak up and help bring awareness to different issues, but also have other people be willing to help them through theirs too.
Right, it's helping so many others.
That alone, but FSU, who's won 5 straight, taking on Clemson. And Clemson play at pace. They are fun to watch. They got future pros and outstanding college players. Not a well-executed play, another turnover, as St. Louis just really offensively is very limited. And you're playing a very good defensive team in VCU.
Right. Look out, Bairstow. Nobody picked him up. He goes after it, right? I mean, this guy does all the little things as well. Not to mention he's got 15 points, 2 off of Bamasil for the team high tonight.
Well, that's why they've gotten so much better as the shot clock goes down. Bamasil on the just stepped in and placed. They rolled, it sucked in some defense. He rolled right up, came right up the top of the key. Buries a triple. But the reason this team is so much better now than they were earlier in the year, and they're on the way of winning 7 of 9 now, is Medley Branks in a triple, is stepping up. Like, it's just become a more complete team on the offensive end. It's night and day than what we saw early in the season.
Totally. A lot of the pressure is off of him now. And now Bamasil, who's been taking over here, and he gets another 3.
On Bamasil, replacing up top. Buries.
Medley up top for Thames. Fade away, got it. Some pressure, but VCU breaks it. Nelson.
That's a clinic. This is what, like, Travis Georgian, what are you doing? He's right. If they're going to trap on one side.
And a point-blank range floater that nobody really defended.
Yeah, not good, Bob.
No.
Not good.
Shulga kicks it out. 20 for 3. Boy, everybody's doing it now. 20 for 3. That is the 9th three-pointer made for VCU tonight. 5 in the second half. They're 5 of 10.
And Kwani missed his first 17 threes of the year, folks, as Parker drills that one. 7.
Not as bad as the Northeast.
Yeah, St. Bonaventure can give you a treat every now and again with some travel, as Nelson is fouled. But yeah, we usually come here 3 or 4 times during the stretch. Get to Richmond proper.
A little bit here as well, too, for some of the fans, season ticket holders, all that stuff.
But Dayton or VCU or St. Louis, I mean, St. Bonaventure is always on fire. Like, you get so many great venues and unique places to be that are a lot of fun. So fortunate to be covering the league and look forward to seeing how things unfold this year. Dayton is the best team, but like you said, the league is deeper.
Right.
It's tougher to win.
Bairstow picked up his 4th for VCU. Coming up here first, we'll mention the women's college basketball on Sunday. Offense. Get guys back in the mix. What do you do?
Well, the challenge is for, as Travis Ford told us, they don't really have an identity now. They were trying to be a pressing team and outscored you and play fast, and then
completely altering or changing things up, right? Like you said, even mid-season and not having a lot of time to prepare or practice it. I mean, I always kind of laugh too, and they say like, as Bamasil just continues to fire away from 3-point range, he does it again. He's got 6.
Well, this is showing why you need to practice the press, because they don't know where people are supposed to be. They keep getting it to the middle easily and then breaking it. Now Bamasil wide open, buries a triple.
Adds to his career high. He's got 26 now. And Parker responds on the other end for St. Louis. Yeah, I was kind of like laugh.
Already do. So it's like, hey, we're going to start doubling the post, and we practice doubling the post all year. So here's how we double it. We're going to do that. Hey, we're going to start to play through the post. We're going to run these actions to get the ball into the post and play out of that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Bamasil again. He's on fire. Oh.
What a night for Joe Bamasil. 29 points, 10 of 13 from the field, and he does it on a defensive end. And a wide open Bairstow. Now the onslaught is on here. He's got 7 of 10 from 3-point range as well for Bamasil tonight.
And this team's trying to find out their roles. That's his role. Microwave, instant off.
Bell. Not there. Offensive rebound. Furman. He's fouled by Parker. Numbers in the second half here for VCU. 5th for VCU. Let's talk them, right? 1:19 to go here. You're going to pick up this win, net and all that stuff in the rankings, but still, I mean, they're capable.
2 league games. You need this to continue to build and put the product on the court that people are going to turn out and have a clamoring to come see as Connor Odom trying to get a shot up. No foul call.
There's been a lot of fouls, so yeah, they would have no problem if they called that one there. But here is the other way.
Iowa State and Boise State, they're going to be tournament teams. But as they're able to turn it up here and start to play at a higher level and stack wins in the A10, it's more about winning this league and then to maybe winning the tournament. That's what you still can punch your own ticket in. This team keeps getting better, and you're trying to continue to keep this level of excellence. If you're Ryan Odom, this is a big, resounding win on national TV for your program.
15 for Shulga, 11 for Nelson, who's in the starting.
Fire right on. Got to get ESPN2 on right now, boys.
Bears still with 10 points tonight. And 6 assists as well to lead this team. Season low was 62 versus Southern Illinois. Right now, well, that's a 24-point game now.
Well, 146 points have been scored.
Sorry, I was thinking of the, yeah.
And they will let it bleed out.
So Nelson going to dribble it out here tonight, and VCU is going to get a very convincing 85-61 win over St. Louis. They go to 3-2 in conference play and 11-7, and pick up their first home Atlantic 10 conference win of the season on this Friday night at Richmond.
Can they keep it going against Loyola Chicago? They get another home game here, keep that energy going. This was an impressive team performance, and when Zep Jackson gets back too,
look out.
Trajectory only going up.
Have a good weekend, man. We'll see you soon.
Appreciate you.